No borders with Garth Christopher. Tune in as he pushes the envelope in talk radio. Listen to him extend the current limits of performance and take you beyond the commonly accepted boundaries, testing those limits and taking you as far as it's safe to go. No borders exceed the existing limits. Now here is your host, Garth Christopher. No borders with Garth Christopher. Tune in as he pushes the envelope in talk radio. Listen to him extend the current limits of performance and take you beyond the commonly accepted boundaries, testing those limits and taking you as far as it's safe to go. No borders exceed the existing limits. Now here is your host, Garth Christopher.
Well, thank you very much and a very pleasant evening, Trinidad and Tobago, and to the world, everybody who is tuning to No Borders on Facebook and on YouTube, and as I said yesterday, soon to be on X, which is formerly Twitter. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to work. Yesterday I told you that I might do a live tonight, and yes, here I am tonight again doing a live. I had to do this live, ladies and gentlemen, because I saw some policy document from the the Star United, one team, one leader. I mean, we could talk about that immediately, about one team and one leader. Remember, this is not the leadership election. But before I get into the policy of the Star United, I also got a copy of the United Patriots. Patriots unveil a bold policy and an experienced slate and stuff. So I'm going to get into this stuff, all right? But I was listening a while ago to the Star Teams meeting that they're having at the Signature Hall. And I heard Richie Cicharan said something that is a bit disturbing to me. You know, I was like, really? He referred to what's taking place, what's going on. Meaning really referring to the internal as distraction, as a distraction. That is what it is to them. This internal election, this UNC internal election, ladies and gentlemen, if you think God Christopher lying, don't believe what I say without first hearing. I just said, now I could be wrong. So you know what? Let us say I'm bringing a piece of news for you, a bit of information that I am not sure that he really said that, but it sounded as though he said it. So you know what? I am asking you to tune in to Richie Cicharan's, Dr. Richie Cicharan's is the speech, is the MP for someone of the Caroni Central, I think, where Tim Gopi Singh was. And listen to hear if he really said, or if I interpreted it incorrectly, or if he really said it, that the internal elections is a distraction, and they want to get on to the more weightier issues of the society, ladies and gentlemen. So listen to that. All right? And then I heard Sean Sobers say that they had a meeting And, these people like Real Bacchanal, believe what I'm telling you. The star team, they love Real Bacchanal. Believe what I'm telling you. That they had a meeting and Parry, well, he didn't name Parry, but the other team, the other side, they didn't come and they didn't help nobody and they didn't, you don't need an invitation to attend and all that kind of stuff. Okay, my friend. But I want you, Mr. Sobers, to just think about what you said, because we had a whole local government election what just went there. And you know what was the complaint? The complaint was that Kamala ain't walking with nobody. That was the complaint, Kamala ain't walking with nobody. Gary Griffith said so. Gary Griffith come and he say, well, I don't quote Gary. But Kamala and none of her MPs refuted it. Now, this is something I learned in journalism, when writing news scripts and taking news and reporting news. They say if somebody says something, if somebody accuse somebody of something and there's no response, you could cautiously go with it. So I have to go with what Gary said, because there was nobody refuted it. Kamala never say, how you mean? And throw up a picture and say, look, I was walking with this one, and look, I was walking with that one. Monilal didn't do it. Jolene John, who is responsible for communication and defending the leader, Barry Padarat, and none of them say, Gary, a lie. Look, Kamala walking with this one. So that is why I could feel safe to say, well, look, Gary says so, even though me and Gary no friend at all. Me and Gary bitter enemies. Bitter enemies. All you know that. Because all you know, Gary's a man sent pre-action protocol letter for me just because I was standing up for some black youths. You understand? But that is another story for another time. But ladies and gentlemen, I want Sean Sobers to keep his eyes open. Keep his eyes open, because while you think Paré and nobody from the United Patriots attended that meeting, remember last time I tell all is Bacchanal, all because all they want for Anita Haynes and Taklal Singh and Larry Lala and Paré and Rambali and them to come the meetings, all they having the for to heap scorn on them and send Kingsley and the others and them to do what they do the pundit. That is all they want. All they like Bacchanal. All they want to divide the party. That is what all they want to do. But no, Parry and they are smarter than that. But anyhow, Sean Sobers, I want you to open your eyes. And between today is the 3rd of June, all right, the by-election is the 17th. Okay? We have 14 more days to go for the by-election. I wanted to keep your eyes open because you done saying Parry and them and attend. Keep your eyes open, Sean Sobers, and see if within the next 14 days, the next 2 weeks, you ain't see Parry and his team not only attend the meeting, but see if they mightn't be walking with them. See if they mightn't be walking with the by-election candidates. See if Parry mightn't himself call them and offer machinery and other things to them. See if the United Patriots team members and take a walk with them. I don't know. I'm just telling you, seeing that you done start to talk about who doing what and who in attending meetings, I am saying to you, I'm just saying to you, keep your eyes open, my friend, to see if Parry, it have 14 days or no. It have 14 days to go. Keep your eyes open to see if you ain't see Parry and the United Patriots and them walking with these candidates and offering them even their machinery and help and assistance. I am telling you, Sean Sobers, keep your eyes open. See if that doesn't happen. But ladies and gentlemen, as I said, I open up my phone and this message came in and I saw a document. I saw a document about the United, the Star United, one team, one leader. And it says, this is what the STAR team stands for. Now listen carefully, ladies and gentlemen. They said, this is what the STAR team stands for. Look the document here. Look at here. Right? And I also have the one for the United Patriots. And I'm going to read both of them. I'm going to read both documents. Both policies. They said, this is the STAR team's policies. Look at it. The STAR team's policies. All seen it there, right? The STAR team's policies. Let me read it. We can only win the 2025 general elections if we have a national executive that works with the duly elected leader in the interest of our great UNC party. Let me read it again. We can only win the 2025 general elections if we have a national executive that works with the duly elected leader in the interest of our great UNC party. I want to ask you something. Who wrote this? No, the question is not who wrote this. I want to ask who wrote this a question, and this is the question. If you could only win in 2025 general elections, if you have the national executive, if you only have a national executive that works with the duly elected leader in the interest of our great party, I want to ask you this. What happened with the national executive, this outgoing national executive? Were they not working with the duly elected leader in 2023, August 14th? Wasn't it the same national executive that worked with the leader in 2020 general elections? So why we didn't win? Because you are saying we can only win in the 2025 general election if we have a national executive that works with the duly elected leader. So this national executive wasn't working with the duly elected leader, and if they were, why it didn't win? That is what you saying in your document, or no? I didn't say so. You saying we can only win in 2025, in the 2025 general election, if we have a national executive that works with the duly elected leader in the interest of our great UNC party. I am asking you a simple question. You national executive, were you not working in the best interest of the UNC? Weren't you working collaboratively and in harmony with the leader in 2020? So why it didn't win? Why we didn't win? Answer that question. Why didn't we win? Second bullet point. We can only win the 2025 general election if we have a national executive that supports the same policies and plans as the leader. You, national executive, I am asking you again. Did you or did you not support the same policies and plans of the leader in 2025 and in 2015 and in 2023, last year, August 14? If you were supporting the same policies and plans as the leader, why didn't we win? Why didn't we win? Third bullet point. We support stand your ground law. This is what the United Star team, this is the policy, No, this is the policy. I know policy is basically is framework, is a framework. It's outlining, the skeletal structure of of your vision and your plans and your programs and what you plan to do. I am seeing no policy here. But if you say our policy is our policy, here what is the policy? We support stand the ground law. The other slate does not support stand the ground law, but the star team does. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you UNC member, I want you to listen carefully at the third bullet point of the star team's policy. The star team is saying, which is led by Jolene John, Barry Padarat, Rudal Munilal, Khadija Amin, David Lee, and endorsed by Kamala. It's not only endorsed, it's led by Kamala too, but you know, all of them is the same thing. Here what the third bullet point says: we support stand your ground laws. The other slate does not support stand your ground laws, but the star team does. Does that sound truthful? Is that true? Or is the star team literally lying to its members? And if they are lying to them, to the members, why do they think it's necessary to lie to the members? Why do you think it's necessary, star team? Jolene John, who is responsible for this communication. This is communication. She is responsible for communication. I am asking Kamala persad-bisessar, Jolene John, and the star team, why do you think it is necessary to lie to the members? They are saying that we support stand your ground law. Of course you support stand your ground law. The other slate does not support stand your ground law. That is a lie. That is a lie. So you are telling me Rodney Charles does not support stand your ground law. Rushton Paré does not support. That is what you are saying, you know. I want Kamala persad-bisessar and Jolene John and all of them who working on social media, Alan Karim and all of these people, I want them to pull up. I want them to pull up the clips. Because I could produce clips, you know. I could produce clips that would show you that Anita Haynes, Rambali, Paré, Rodney Charles and Rai Ragbir and Kyle Taklal Singh and the others, I can pull up clips and show you where they support the stand the ground law. Why do you think it is necessary to lie to the membership of our own party? Kamala, Jolene John, Rudal Munilal, David Lee, why do you think it is necessary to lie to our own membership on such a simple, frivolous, easy to debunk issue like this? Why are you going so low? Why are you going so low? You don't need to go so low. Remember, you appointed a team, an internal observer team, as it were. And they say, come clean. Come clean. But what you doing? What are you doing? You're not coming clean. You are going against your own internal observer team's recommendations and policies. How could you say that we support the stand your ground laws, the other slate does not support stand your ground laws, but the star team does? That is a blatant lie, and it can be easily debunked. You don't need to go that direction. Come on, let us know how you're going to improve and strengthen the UNC party. That is what it is. This is an internal election. But as Richie Ciceran said, this is a distraction for you. It's a distraction. Imagine an internal election. An internal election to elect NATEX, a national executive, which is responsible for managing the affairs of the party. They see it as a distraction, ladies and gentlemen, members of our great party. I want you to understand what the star team represents, They are just there for positions, They are not interested in structuring our party to make it into an institution. We have the potential to be an institution because we are the second oldest and strongest political party in the history of our country. The United National Congress, which was founded by Basdio Pandey the late, the honorable founding father of our great party, the honorable Basdio Pandey. Kamala was not in the mud, and I cool with that. I wasn't in the mud too, and I strongly support the United National Congress fully. So you don't have to have been in the mud in a wrong ways, but you have to have the party at heart. But you don't have to lie to the members. That is not having the party at heart. You have to cherish the members, respect the members. How could you come and lie? What are you are lying to our membership, our general membership, and you're also lying on your colleagues. People who you rub shoulders with, who you sat in the tea room with, who you sup with, who you campaigned with, who you share all kinds of stuff with, who you debate with, come on, you don't need to do that. It is one party. Why you're so divisive? And this is what we're talking about. Stop the divisiveness. Stop dividing. Stop trying to divide and rule. You are bringing Kamala and Jolene John and Munilal and Padaratande. Their aim is to make the UNC into a little PNM. They want to have sheep and sycophants and trolls. That's what they want to have. They don't want to have thinking individuals, empowered minds. They don't want that. They don't believe that augurs well for keeping them in power. It mightn't augur well for keeping your NATEX in power, but it augurs well for the development of our party into a national political institution which can take government and deliver good governance to our people. That is what it does. You don't need to go that way. Don't come and tell us that the United Patriots does not support stand your ground law. Of course. What we do not support, what I think they don't support, is you coming and saying knock it on them. That is what we do not support. It's not that the United Patriots does not support stand your ground law. Of course the United Patriots supports stand your ground law. What we do not agree with is you saying knock it on them. You see that knock it on them? We don't agree with that. We don't agree with light them up and knock it on them and knock it on them and Trinidad this and Trinidad that. No, we do not support that. But of course we support stand your ground law. Even if it is in a different version, we support the idea, the concept, and the policy. We support it. Who in the right mind will not support stand your ground law? It may not be in the same way as Mark Zimmerman and them fellas and them in Miami did. Not that kind of stand your ground law we support. That because you're racial and you see a black man and you profile them and you kill them and you shoot them and you say, well, it's stand your ground law. No, we do not support that. We do not support that. But yes, we support the idea and the concept of stand your ground. We hear them again. Bullet point number 4. We support home invasion law. The other slate does not support home invasion law, but the star team does. Really? Parade does not support home invasion law, right? Rai and Anita and Kyle Taklal Singh and Rodney Charles and Rambali and these fellas and them do support home invasion law. Them saying, well, yeah, what happening? Let people just invade home and do no law for them and stuff like that. You know, just lead them and let them go in people home, burn down, rape wife, kill people, take your money, take your safe, take your phone, take your car, go rob, go murder, and just leave it as that. Really, Kamala, why are you doing that? Why are you lying? Why I mean, we call Rowley liar, yeah? You know, we call Rowley liar. Come on, please, yeah, stop it. Stop destroying and damaging your legacy, no, man. Come on, no, man. Not because you want to have a natex that is beholden to you, you know, that you can control. You would say these things. Come on, Kamala. I love you. I do. I want you to have a great legacy. You don't need to do this. Kamala, you really don't need to do this. Mother, you don't. Do allow Jolene John and them to pull you into this kind of foolishness, this folly, no, man. Why are you allowing Jolene John and Padarat and Dave Tanku and these people and Khadija Amin and Rati Ram and them to, were you allowing them to pull you and suck you into that folly, that foolish tunnel? Ah, boy. Bullet point number 5. We support easy access to legal firearms for law-abiding citizens. The other slate does not support access to legal firearms for law-abiding citizens, but the STAR team does. Why the lies? Why the lies? Why the lies? You need to stop it. You are lying to the membership. And you are lying on your own colleagues. Don't say that. It is not true. And the membership needs to know it. Membership, listen to me, those of you who are on Facebook and YouTube and other platforms, TikTok and wherever you are. You need to share this live, you know, because we need to get in contact with the membership. Share it in your WhatsApp groups and stuff like that. Because Kamala and they are lying, literally, blatantly, obviously, for no reason. Lying to the membership and lying on their own colleagues. Don't lie. You could throw a little mud, you know, you could do that. It's okay. You could throw some pecan and, you know, you could pelt a little mud here and there, but you don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. It's not necessary. Okay? It says, I mean, it blights the party. If you understand what I'm saying. It blights the party. The fish rottens from the head, Kamala. We say that about Rowley, don't we? Don't let we have to say it about you, now, mother. Okay? Remember, we love you still, no? We don't like your leadership style, but we love you. Nobody in disrespecting Kamala. I don't disrespect Kamala. You ever hear me disrespect Kamala? So you are saying, Kamala and Jolene John, that Rushton Parry, Anita Haynes, Rai Ragbear, Dinesh Rambali, Rodney Charles, Kyle Taklal Singh, and Larry Lala, and these men, these people, this group of dedicated group of UNC members who have a different perspective on how our party organization should be structured and how it should operate, how it should function. Because we have a different view, you decide you would just lie on them and say that they do not support easy access to legal firearms for law-abiding citizens. So we don't So we not supporting the law. We're not supporting that people, you're saying Parry and they, Anita and Haynes and the United Patriots do not support. They will vote against. If it comes up in Parliament to a vote, you are saying that they will vote against law-abiding citizens having easier access to legal firearms. You are saying, Kamala, that if that were to come up in as a vote in Parliament, that Rambali go jump up and say, do you know the speaker say, all in favor say aye. Kamala will say aye. Monilal go say aye. Khadija Amin aye. And you're telling me Kyle Taklal Singh go say no. Anita Hayes go say no. Rodney Charles go say no. Rambali go say no. Rai go say no. Rodney Charles go say no. And Parra go say no. And then they go tap the bear. Boom, 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 boom. Like all they else do in Parliament. They go clap each other and say, ah boy, we say no. Because we're not against that. Really, Kamala? Really? That is what you're saying? Come on. Come on. You're not talking to fools. And that is what you know. All they feel all they're talking to fools. All they feel all they're talking to uneducated people. People who cannot say, let me listen. Let me pay attention to what's the reasoning of these two entities, these two teams. Let me listen to what they are saying. Let me reason out. Let me read what they are saying. We can read. We can understand. We can interpret. We can see your innuendos in your writings. We can see your lies in your writings. We can see your deceptions in your writings. It is wrong. It is inaccurate, and you know that. You cannot say that the other side, that the United Patriots, because you can't tell me the other side is Rowley, is the PNM. Else you would say Rowley. It had to be, and you wouldn't be saying Star Team, because if the Star Team is not going up against PNM, is the UNC goes up against PNM, not the Star Team. And it's not a slate. The PNM is not a slate, as it were. So obviously what you are referring to is the United Patriots. You feel we're stupid? You feel we can't analyze? Don't come and tell me who you're talking about here is Rowley and them, and the PNM, because the PNM is not a slate. And the UNC is not Star Team. Don't feel we stupid. We understand language. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bullet points. And they're going on now. The Star Team's 7 bullet point. Star Team supports state-provided legal firearms for all police and prison officers. Must have legal firearms to protect themselves when they are off duty. We can't have officers walking out of the police station unprotected after. And listen to me. I will tell you. Let me tell you. You see the first 6 bullet points? The first 6 bullet points were the only thing that they talk about. Like, this team support this, and the Star Team support this, and the other team in support. Alright? But I'm going to count the amount of bullet points with you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 40, 48 bullet points. 4 pages. 4 pages. 48 bullet points. 48 bullet points. And only 6, the first 6. 4 8s, 6 8s are 48, right? So 1 8. Only 1 8. Only 1 8. Well, I hope my math's right. You know, I kicked down my maths teacher. All right? Only 1 8 of the entire document, which says the STAR team policies. Now, the STAR team is running an internal election. It's not a general election. And after that, they're going into police and they're talking about Rowley. And the STAR team supports economic transformation plan with growth poles across the country. The STAR team supports our East-West corridor manufacturing hub. Like if the campaigning in our general elections. Nothing whatsoever about how they would improve the UNC as an institution. Now let me read the United Patriots. The United Patriots. One page, one full page, and this. One and let's say a third page. Alright? Now listen to this now. Remember, this is an internal election. The United Patriots, a stronger UNC for a stronger TNT. Now here what their thing is now. One team, one leader, and all kind of rubbish. And the leader not himself going up for the internal elections. But the United Patriots tagline is a stronger UNC for a stronger TNT. Here the United Patriots opening paragraph. The United Patriots, a dynamic group of dedicated members within, of the United National Congress, proudly announce our comprehensive policy agenda and an impressive slate of qualified and experienced professionals poised to lead the party into a new era of effective governance. As we approach the crucial internal elections on June 15th, 2024, we urge all UNC members to vote for change that promises a stronger UNC and a stronger Trinidad and Tobago. That's the opening paragraph. Our vision. Now here the United Patriots vision. The STAR team had no vision, pledge, they have no pledge, nothing. They just come and say, vote for we, because we support standing ground law and the growth poles in the East-West corridor, and we, you see, no wonder why Richie Ciceran could say tonight that the internal elections is a distraction. No wonder why Richie Ciceran can say that the internal elections is a distraction, ladies and gentlemen. Here the vision of the United Patriots. We envision a reformed and reunited UNC that inspires youth involvement, fosters organizational excellence, and regains the confidence of the electorate. Our goal is to transform the UNC into a well-organized party capable of leading Trinidad and Tobago to a prosperous future. That's the vision of the United Patriots. Here are their pledges. They have 5 pledges. 1, operationalizing the Constitution. Implementing the party's constitution in full. That's one of their pledges. They are pledging to implement the party's constitution in full, including activating the 11 units and organs of the party. Do ask me what the 11 units and organs of the party are? Ask them. Them know that? I don't know. It's easy to find out. I could know, but I'm just saying, ask Taklal Singh and them policy and strategy men and Rambali and Anita Haynes and Parry and them. Ask them that. I don't know what are the 11 units and organs of the party. But they are saying that they are pledging to implement the party's constitution in full, including activating the 11 units and organs of the party. The youth arm, the women's arm, the disciplinary committee, and all the others. Ensuring, they are also pledging to ensure regular meetings and fulfilling the objectives of each arm of the party. Everything they have discussed and spoken of thus far dealing directly with strengthening the UNC and trying to make the UNC, trying to build the UNC into a formidable institution, national political institution. They're trying to make the UNC a solid, a substantial, robust, dynamic, fighting force and governing force. That's what the United Patriots is about. They're not about lying to the membership and talking a certain nonsense. Number 2 pledge, activating all arms of the party. Engaging committed individuals for various arms of the party and providing necessary support for their effective function. They are also pledging to ensure each arm works collaboratively towards the party's goals and maintaining election readiness across all constituencies, unlike the star team. Because as we see, if it's one thing the star team does very well, is they do not pay attention to all constituencies. They don't run in Tobago. Tobago are 2 seats. Tobago East, Tobago West. They don't run in Tobago. And the UNC always, Kamala and they always give away the East-West corridor, most of the East-West corridor, particularly P&M stronghold seats, to anyone of the hungry little coalition partners. That's what they do. So the United Patriots is pledging to ensure that each arm of the party works collaboratively towards the party's goals and maintaining election readiness across all constituencies. So under the United Patriots, you can very well see in the future, when is a general election and a local election, the UNC has a candidate in each and every constituency. All 41 and all 100 and how much they have local government seats. And if any smaller party wishes to support, they support them as an alliance, but it's UNC in these constituencies. Number 3 pledge, constitutional reform. I am reading the United Patriots policies. I read the Star Team's the Star Team's 4-page 48 bullet point document, of which the first 6 only attempted to vaguely address the internal elections, what were filled and fraught with a pack of lies and deception. But the United Patriots, their pledge number 3 out of 5 is constitutional reform. They are saying that they are going to update the constitution to reflect current times. They say they are going to set fixed dates for internal elections and implementing fixed terms for elected positions. So no longer will there be any this is what the United Patriots is saying. Every member of the UNC will know when is the internal elections, if it's every 3 years, every 2 years, every 4 years, if it is the first Monday, the third Monday after the expiration date of the last NATEX, the second Monday, the first Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday, Saturday, whatever, but it's a fixed date. The second Monday in after the expiration of the current NATEX, or before the expiration of the, however you want to put it, but a fixed date. And they're also going to implement fixed term limits for elected positions. Don't tell me you're going to be a general secretary for 20 years and 15 years and a UNC chairman for 15 years and 12 years and you ain't doing nothing for 10 years and you're only failing. These are the things they want to do. I mean, this to me is really strengthening, you know, has a vision to strengthen the party and make it into a serious institution. And they're also saying they want to introduce a party school to educate members on political matters. They want to have their machine, they want to churn out knowledgeable members of, you know, on issues of governance, the structures of local government, of national government, of institutional government, teach them about the economy, teach them about community development. They must understand what the youth policy is. They must study, they must have courses, crash courses in international relation and governance and political science and stuff like that. A party school for members on political matters. And their fourth pledge is to acquiring a permanent headquarters, securing a permanent headquarters for the UNC to serve as a central hub for the party's activities and member engagement. Everybody know what Balize House was. It was old and broken down, and we know it was an old slave hut or wherever. That's why they're so neo-colonial. But apart from that, everybody know what Balize House, and Balize House has been there for years, and it's still there until they refurbish it into a 3-story. No, I ain't talking about the big $150 million building that Rowley and them build and Stuart Young and them building up on. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the original Balize House. They refurbished that too, even though they didn't have money. 2 years before Rowley get into government, they didn't have money. They refurbished that, the original Balize House, and they built up a big multi-story building. Well, all they know about that. We know about that. But my point is, everybody knew where Balize House was for years. I don't know if they ever moved Balize House from where it was. We were in Rienzi complex, and then we moved and we went somewhere. They in on upstairs a grocery, and then we moved over upstairs a bar and a car rental place up the road there, and then we moved to where we are. What Rushton Parry and his team of United Patriots are saying is, you know what? We must be an institution. 50 years from now, 80 years, 75 years, if God tarries and if the world remains the way, well, I don't think we could get worse, but we can, and we are getting progressively worse, yes. But they are saying, Russian Parry and his team are saying, people must know the history. It must be recorded in books. They must know where the United National Congress headquarters is. Everybody, all children should know that. Everybody, they should pass it and know it. Everybody should know where it is. We must be an institution. It augurs well for us. And the fifth and final pledge is implementing digitization. Using digital platforms for real-time tracking and reporting of party activities, enhancing transparency and inclusivity. That is what they are saying. 5 pledges. I encourage you members, and let your children download it and pull it up on their phone. Young people, pull it up and explain to your parents, explain to your auntie and your nana and your papa and your granny and your kaki and your kaka. I hope I say that. No offense. I think that is why here. What is the song man saying that one of them chutney man and them? I think it was Ravi B or one of them. Some one of them. Kaki and kaka and whatever. You know, the Hindi thing. I hope I get it right. No disrespect. Okay. But what I'm saying is, pull it up on your phone. Pull it up on your tablet. Read it to them. Read the policy to them. Read the United Patriots policy to them. Explain to them what they want to do. Try to encourage them to go out and vote for the United Patriots, because this is the kind of a political party we need to become as the United National Congress. We need to grow from strength to strength and glory to glory. We need to become a really powerful force. The most powerful force in Trinidad and Tobago and the region. We have to rival, we have to wrestle government from the PNM, because look at what happened last night. 7 o'clock. Look at what happened in my area, in the Port of Spain area. I'm from Mova, right there. I could travel uninterrupted, no cars on the road. I could take less than 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes to reach the Port of Spain General Hospital. I live right up by the walkover on the Lady Young Road. Just come out of Monrepo, oops, over the hills, reach up on the lookout, oops, reach by the double bend, oops, reach around the savannah, oops, right there. Ladies and gentlemen, by the hospital already. Belmont, well, I could reach in Belmont before, because as I reach on the lookout, as I reach on top of the hill approaching lookout, oops, I've gone down in the Belmont Valley Road, oops. So in 5 minutes I could reach down in Belmont Valley Road, right in Gonzales, where they say all the bacchanal happen. I had stones throw away. 4 men were shot and killed. 3 died on the spot. They took up one, carry him in the hospital. The killers, the murderers, drove behind the vehicle that had the other guy who was shot into the hospital, and in the hospital, they finished him. What did Fitzgerald Hines say? He said, "Oh God, I'm feeling sad, because when, especially, you know, I'm feeling so sad. especially because it's up there I born and grow, you know. Yes, I grow in Gonzales. It's up there I born and grow. So I'm feeling real sad, boy. That's the Minister of National Security. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. We could do better than that. And Rowley has kept in there. Listen to me. I will save all the politicking and the politics and the national political issues for when, if you, the membership, sees it fit, and I hope you do see it fit, to vote in the United Patriots. Forget the star team. They had their chance for 10 years and they have failed us miserably. We are in opposition, and if we do not change the NATEX, we will be in opposition again for the next 5 years. And anytime the PNM gets 15 years, our party can be destroyed, because many people will be disenchanted and many people will migrate. And in addition to that, PNM will solidify the institutional hold on all organs and arms of the state. And they will stranglehold our entire country. God alone knows, as Morgan Job says, we will end up like Venezuela or Haiti. So we cannot afford to allow Kamala and Munilal and Jolene John. And then I told her about Jolene John last night. You know, she is there to keep the UNC into opposition. Oh God, all I believe what I said, understand what I said. I tried to prove it to all last night. Jolene John's assignment is to keep the UNC into opposition. I'm talking to you, United National Congress members, old and young, yes, middle age. Please, I beg you, for our country's sake, go out and vote for the United Patriots. Do not vote for Kamala's star team. They had their chances, many chances, and they flopped and failed, all of them. I have nothing more to say tonight. I want to thank you very much for staying tuned to this broadcast, and I want to tell you that I'll see you maybe Wednesday, please God, or whenever the United Patriots is not having a public meeting. I think tomorrow, please God, there will be a public meeting. I don't know. They would let you know the exact location. All right, I stuff, right? I'm just saying that, okay? And I want you to stay tuned for my program, because if I do my program at nights, but you know, seeing that it's coming closer, and you know, the Patriots would have some more meetings maybe the nights that I do my program, I would I might come on during the day or some kind of thing like that. So I'm just saying, you know, kind of stay tuned to No Borders, to the Break Free on YouTube, Break Free Movement, and Break Free HC on Facebook. Stay tuned, and what I'll do if I'm coming on is I would let you know on Facebook, so you will stay close to Break Free. Follow the page, Break Free HC. Break Free HC. Encourage your people. All right, encourage your friends and stuff. Send them the link and let them follow Break Free HC on Facebook, and go to YouTube and subscribe to Break Free Movement. All right, I'm Garth Christopher, and I thank you very much. All right, good night.
Nope, nope. Borders with Garth Christopher. Tune in as he pushes the envelope in talk radio. Listen to him extend the current limits of performance and take you beyond the commonly accepted boundaries, testing those limits and taking you as far as it's safe to go. No borders exceed the existing limits.